All right, hey guys. Today I'm going to make I think first of two videos on how to make these cell phone holders. So I have a couple of pre-made ones that I've did some trials for. I created these in Rhino 3D, and then I laser cut them to make a template so that you guys could use if you wanted to. And I traced the template onto a piece of wood and I cut them this way. So I am going to just, well, here you go. This is the karate kick. Okay, this is the boy karate kick or high kick. Here's another one, another karate kick. I've got a girl karate kick this way, and then kind of like a heavy lifter just kind of carrying the phone this way. So I would also like to say you guys should definitely try to make your own designs. Okay, I'll give you guys a worksheet where you can sketch your own designs using this base as basically the control part of the design. Then you'll just draw your phone, and then you could draw your object, your person, your animal on here. Things to consider if you're making your own design is the leg needs to be about 5/8 wide to accept the screw. That way it won't split. And if you can, when I was making these, you could see there's very little room here for the screw to go into, so you do have to be careful. You may want to try to plan for having enough material for a screw to go up in there. Okay, so I'm gonna do in this design, I'm gonna do this karate kick, high kick guy right here. So I'm going to try to save wood, okay, just like we do in our class. In the class, we want the part that's the base of the foot to be flat. You don't want to just put this in the middle, because when you go to cut this on the bandsaw, it's going to be all wavy and you're not going to get a good joint. So you definitely want to get it flat on the edge. Okay, so this looks pretty good. I'm going to just start tracing. And when I drew this in Rhino, in the CAD program, I tried my best to incorporate 1/4-inch holes. Okay, and what I mean by that is right here, this is 1/4-inch, this is 1/4-inch, and this is 1/4-inch. Okay, actually this is 1/4-inch also. So you should be able to, I'll show you. So now I have the template as traced. You should be able to drill a 1/4-inch hole in here, and it'll make bandsawing a lot easier. Okay, so I'm gonna pre-drill with my nail, and just chuck this up. Okay, high speed. I'll line that up right there. And then okay, so, and I'll do this one too. Those dots are in the center of the radiuses or circles. Let me get my glasses. Let's go to the window drill press for the 1/4-inch. Okay, I'm just going to take my phone with me so I can keep an eye on the time. And I could chop saw this right now. I totally will do that in a second, so it doesn't matter if you chop saw before or after. Alright, so I'm just going to line this up. That looks good. I hope you guys could see that. All right, so let's go. So I've got my holes. Okay, it's okay if you hit the pencil mark a little bit. It's you know, it's not the end of the world. So let me chop saw this off. Okay, and take my stop block off. Okay, I'm gonna flip him over just so that I'm not holding the small part, and that looks good. Okay. All right, so onto the small bandsaw. You could use the large bandsaw too. I'm gonna put a new blade on for that, for this project, 'cause it's a lot of sawing. So most important thing here is plan for your relief cuts. So what I mean by that is, how are you actually gonna, you know, come in and take care of some of these cuts here? Okay, so you know, you can also come into the center of these holes here to just give yourself a little bit of you know, a little bit of room. So I hope you guys have enough experience with tug-of-war vehicles on how to do these cuts, okay? And just, you know, keep your hands away from the blade. So let's see what we got here. So I'm gonna start off with this cut right here. Whatever you can do, try to leave the line. Okay, just gonna turn it off. Okay, and then I'll turn it back on and make this next cut. Okay, be careful when you're pulling back. Sometimes these waste pieces get really stuck, and you have to turn the saw off and lift the guide up to clear them off. Okay, I'm going to just do this. I guess this should have been wiser for me to do the first time. Okay. Definitely have the dust collector on when you're in class doing this. All right, so I'll come in here. Okay, if I'm stuck, just turn it off. Okay, there we go. Move slowly, get the waste out of the way. This guy. Okay, nice and slow. Here I'll do a center relief cut. And I'll come in by the head a little bit. And you can actually gently use the side of the blade a little bit to almost act as like a sander. All right, come in here for the little hand mitten. I'll come in here. Slow it down. Okay. Slowly get the scrap out of the way. Okay, and let's see. I'm gonna go like this. Let me get the scrap out of the way here. Any complex cuts, if you're not comfortable, just ask me. I'll cut them for you. Okay, be careful. Don't push too hard. You could snap the head off. Okay. And then whoops, I hit the line right there. All right, I'll have to sand that out. This is a very important cut. This is where the phone is gonna go, so I'm gonna try to make this as accurate as possible. Okay, last cut, just the leg arch. Okay, so I think that took me about 8 minutes. Okay, 7 to 8 minutes to do. So granted, I'm pretty experienced on the bandsaw, but I think a little bit of sanding, I could maybe shave that down a little bit. I'll do that right now. Okay, and I'll take a little bit of nubs off of here. Cool. All right, so you could definitely do a little test. So let's see how he holds the phone. So if I put my phone over here and I get him right here, and then he's gonna wanna be right there. Okay, so some sanding, and I think I could even rotate it, get it really centered. Okay, so a little bit of sanding on the outside edges. I would not sand this, and you could do a light sanding on this, very light. So that'll be the next video, okay? So that is how you can make your designs and use the bandsaw and the drill press to cut out your main part for your cell phone holder. Thanks guys for watching.